There's something inexplicable about Cheng Lei when he comes up in conversation. He always exudes a calm, almost mysterious, awe-inspiring aura that makes one wonder what's roiling beneath his gaze. He's not the type of celebrity who's easily predictable. He's not one to spout sweet words or display excessive emotion. Yet, precisely because of this, his demeanor becomes all the more captivating. How does he approach love? How does he maintain relationships with his friends? And what often piques the public's curiosity? How does he treat Zhou Yi, the figure with whom he's often said to have a special closeness? If Cheng Lei had to be described in the simplest terms, meaningful silence would be the perfect phrase. He doesn't say much, but every movement tells a story. He doesn't always express himself clearly, but a sincerity flows through his demeanor. Even when he appears to be doing nothing, he's actually paying attention, reading the situation, and thinking about how to make others feel comfortable. That's Cheng Lei, a man who captivates many not with his words, but with his gentle and dedicated demeanor. When it comes to love, Cheng Lei is a much more complex figure than she appears on the surface. She's not the type to fall in love easily, but once she gives her heart, she gives her all. There's a seriousness about her that makes her loved ones feel secure. Cheng Lei treats love not as something to be flaunted, but as something to be guarded with both hands and 1,000 cautions. She believes in a quiet love, a love that doesn't need to be shouted about, a love that exists simply by being present. And this is where Zhou Ye's name began to become inextricably linked to Cheng Lei's story. There were never any explicit confessions or direct statements, but their small interactions spoke far louder than any words they could. The way Cheng Lei gazed at Zhou Yi, slow, gentle, yet intent, became a hot topic among fans. There were moments when they were sitting next to each other, and Cheng Lei seemed to lean in slightly, as if wanting to ensure that every word Zhou Yi uttered was fully absorbed by her. There was no need for overt touching, no need for dramatic gestures. A look that says, "I see you. I hear you. I'm here." Those who pay attention to their interactions know that Cheng Lei has a unique pattern when it comes to treating Zhou Yi. He maintains his distance, yet at the same time, he's always there when Zhou Yi needs reassurance. He never seems pushy, never domineering, but always has a calming energy. In public, he appears professional, maintaining boundaries. But in the small moments, when the camera catches glimpses of their interactions, it's clear that there's an unconcealable emotional closeness. There's one moment that has become a minor legend among fans. Zhou Yi appeared nervous during an interview, his hands trembling slightly. Everyone saw it as normal, but the camera caught something. Cheng Lei glanced at Zhou Yi several times, as if to make sure he was okay. He didn't say anything, but that look was enough to spark thousands of comments on social media. To fans, that small interaction meant more than 1,000 words of love. That's how Cheng Lei treats someone important in his life, with quiet but palpable care. He doesn't pamper, doesn't overwhelm, but is always there. And when she's with her friends, the same pattern manifests itself in a different way. Cheng Lei's friends often say she's a seemingly quiet person, but incredibly loyal. She doesn't need to create a big publicity to show she cares. She does it through her actions, picking up a friend who's stranded in a strange place, sending food without revealing her identity, or simply sitting there listening to someone talk without judgment. Within her circle of friends, Cheng Lei is known as the solid wall, who can be relied on at any time. She may not always be the most talkative person in the group, but when trouble arises, she's the first to step in, the first to help, and the last to leave. Her friends often feel a sense of emotional comfort when she's around. There's a sense of stability she exudes, an ability to lighten a tense atmosphere simply by her presence. However, beneath all that gentleness, Cheng Lei is also someone who deeply values boundaries. She doesn't like to interfere excessively in other people's affairs. She gives her friends space to grow, to feel free, to be themselves. And perhaps that's why so many people feel safe around her. She doesn't demand anything. She simply accepts. When someone is sad, she sits beside them. When someone is happy, she smiles with them. Without needing a word, she shows empathy in the most sincere way. And when we return to Zhou Yi, Cheng Lei's attention becomes much more intense, yet still subtle. Some fans describe their relationship as a warmth that happens without needing to be touched. Cheng Lei watches Zhou Yi as if he's an integral part of her life, not as surveillance, but as a form of deep care. Every movement, every change in expression, every deep breath Zhou Yi takes seems instantly captured by Cheng Lei. There's a sense of protectiveness, but with a gentleness. There are times when Zhou Yi seems tired after a long shoot, and Cheng Lei seems to pace herself to keep pace. There were moments when Zhou Yi was talking and his emotions were fluctuating, and Cheng Lei was the one who kept the atmosphere stable. Behind the scenes, some of the crew said that Cheng Lei always made sure Zhou Yi wasn't left alone when he needed emotional support. He was a calming presence, someone who didn't ask many questions, but was always ready to listen. Those who knew the two knew that their relationship, whatever it was called, was built on deep mutual respect. There was no drama, no jockeying for attention, no overly affectionate displays. There were simply two mature individuals who understood and cared for each other. And perhaps that's what made their relationship so compelling to watch. The calm they built together felt so genuine and different from the interactions of most actors. Ultimately, the question of how Cheng Lei treats love and his friends can't be answered in a single sentence. He treats love with care, concern, and a depth that few can experience. He treats his friends with loyalty, composure, and a willingness to always be there. And she treats Zhou Yi in a way that makes many believe there's something more there than just a colleague. Something tender, luminous, and perhaps hard to define, but it feels real. If one thing can be concluded from all her behavior, it's this: Cheng Lei loves through actions, not words. She cares through presence, not promises. She shows her feelings in silence, in ways that go deeper than meets the eye. And as long as she continues to walk side by side with Zhou Yi, the world will continue to watch them, wondering, guessing, and secretly hoping that whatever their relationship is now, it's something that makes them feel at home with each other.